as you know, kind of Zach helped us out with that too. As we kind of head to our baseball part of the show, we'll go to Jacob DeGrom. I know we have some baseball fans in the Zoom here. I know Christian's a little Mets guy.
That boy hot.
Look at him with the flex back there.
That boy hot.
Yeah. So second start for DeGrom since returning from the injured list, lowering his ERA to a .71, Christian, which is the lowest in May since 1964.
That's wild. That is wild, right? That's wild. What really took me out was like, right, he just came off the injured list. His first 4 or 5 pitches was over 100 miles per hour.
He had
what the fuck?
So, and you actually bring up a great point there. 27 pitches of 100 miles an hour plus, which is the third most in a game since 2008.
God,
think about that.
I think, you know what's funny? A funny stat I seen when I was reading up on this shit too. I think the last pitcher to have a sub-1 ERA was Ubaldo Jimenez.
Yes, bro. And in 2010 on the Rockies, on the fucking Rockies.
I remember him. Oh my god!
I know.
I saw him as a Mets fan at Mets Rockies probably like 5 times in my whole life.
Dude,
this shit is crazy.
So good.
Because bro, when you think about it, I've always felt really bad for Jacob DeGrom. Like back in when I used to gamble a lot, bro. I couldn't bet the Mets when DeGrom would play because he would literally let up 1 run or 2 runs and they would still lose. So I would take like first 5 unders, full game unders.
Yeah.
I'm happy for DeGrom now. As a Phillies fan, I actually am happy for DeGrom now that team is clicking. They're actually going to win games for him. I mean, they got a fucking huge bomb from Pete Alonso. Yes, I think it was yesterday. Fucking hit a shot.
2 days
He's
ago.
back. Yeah, he's back.
I'm happy for DeGrom because I think in the last 25 years, last 20 years, 15, he's got to be right there with Clayton Kershaw, bro. In my opinion, I could be talking fucking wild, but I just think talent-wise, the way his pitches move, the way he has command of everything, he's got to be up there, bro. But the only thing that's holding him back is the wins and all that shit because his team wasn't backing him up. So I think
though with the whole idea of wins not being there, unfortunately nowadays modern day baseball wins don't mean as much.
Facts.
I mean, you got guys in the Hall of Fame with 300 plus wins. Like if you can find me a modern day pitcher who's going to get you 300 plus wins, then put him in the Hall of Fame now. It's just unfortunately not going to happen. You know, DeGrom's 4-2 as of 2 nights ago. You know, he's only given up 2 runs in his last 3 starts. I mean, and he threw his first curveball of the season 2 nights ago because it is simply so good. He doesn't need to use it.
Yeah, facts.
Because everything else is so good.
Like, I just feel like the only thing that hurts me about DeGrom is that if there's one stain on his career, that's the only stain you could come up with. And I just think he literally has done.
And unfortunately, that's not a stain anymore.
He's done everything you can possibly do as a pitcher. I feel like everything you can possibly do besides get a ring,
including hitting.
Bro, he's batting 450.
He had a
batting
RBI.
450.
He had an RBI 2 nights ago.
Yeah.
Like he's a fucking
dog.
dog.
Maybe a silver slugger.
He's a dog.
I mean, I just think it's crazy. He struck out 8 in that game through 6 innings. Okay, let's just put that in.
He was scoreless through.
And then he was no hit through 5, and then
scoreless through 6.
Through 6, scored through no hit through 5. And the goal that I was reading when I was reading this article was either 6 innings or 85 pitches. And then once the hit was gone, I was like, okay, we now know we're taking out. But the other crazy stat is too, he's got 82 strikeouts in 8 games, 8 starts.
Damn.
What?
God damn.
That's literally like 10. That's 10 right there.
Yeah.
Like,
did you guys hear about his rehab start where he went down to it's like low single A Mets and 8 out of the 9 batters he faced struck out.
Yeah,
so basically like kids like college level, like, you know, just made it out of college, like starting to
play. What do you
do? Props to the guy who made contact.
What do you do? That's
Props
like when Cody Bellinger went down. You know what I mean? Like, you're playing against an MVP guy. Like, do you even pitch?
Yeah, you know what's funny?
Well, unfortunately, he was the pitcher, so you had no choice.
Bro,
for him, I wouldn't even go up with a bat. I'd just pray like he doesn't hit me.
Nah, this is what you do, bro. Because you remember Vinny Carter? Remember the name? Bro, Little League days, bro. We had this fucker
like
44 feet away throwing 80 miles per hour. And this is dead ass what I did. I got up in the box.
No, what the hell was the other kid's name,
Closed
bro?
my eyes. I literally closed my eyes and just gave it the best hack I could. That's all you could do.
Wait, bro, what was the kid on Baker that was pitching like 72 or something?
Jake Lavin, that's my guy.
Yeah.
He played for JMU football. He's a fucking athlete, bro. A kid hit a ball. I think he hit the farthest baseball I've seen on the Little League field ever. Like, I don't want to say it was it probably rolled 300, but it might have landed like 250, 270. He was a fucking unit. But nah, I feel like if you're a single A batter, you go up against Jacob DeGrom, like the best you can do is just take your hacks, close your eyes, and wish for the fucking best because you're not going to sit there looking.
Yeah. I mean,
like I said, shout out to the one guy who made contact.
Right.
Facts.
Like,
was it fair? Did he give up any hits? Let me ask that.
No. Oh, no. He sat down 9. He sat down 9 in a row, but 8 out of those were strikeouts, and then the other was some kid. I don't know exactly what the kid did.
Yeah.
He had to drop a bunt. He did some little league thing.
Something. Something.
But yeah, I mean, 4-2 record on the season, and it's just funny when you look at that number. Like you look at that stat, that number, and then you look at everything else because that just is what, to your point that you literally just said, Manny. Like that's what the Mets are, and that's what the Phillies were last season with Aaron Nola and multiple seasons with Aaron Nola. And then you have Zach Wheeler that's kind of in that boat this year. So you have these great National League pitchers, these NL East pitchers that get into trouble because their bats don't want to work. And then you sign a guy like Lindor and it's not paying off right now.
Remember we had a debate to start the season. We said who had the best pitching staff in the NL East, and we were going back and forth between the Braves and the Mets. It's not even close anymore. It's not. I mean, because Stroman's kind of playing a little better now too as well.
Look, I am a big homer, so I back my teams 100%. So like for years and years and years, it was, I guess I shouldn't say. I mean, I would always back the Yankees guy, whoever it was. Right. And then when they got Garrett Cole, it was like, oh, wait, okay, here it is. Is it Garrett Cole or is it Jacob DeGrom? And you know what the hell I'm saying.
Right.
But
dumbass.
In this instance, I literally can't, I can't back my guys right here. I have to say Jacob DeGrom is on top of the world.
He is.
You have to.
He's on a whole different level than everyone else in the game, bro. And it's scary because the Mets are about to run away with this shit, bro. I mean, we haven't touched the All-Star break. There's a lot of things that can happen. But there's a
stop. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it.
They're 3.5 games up. Manny. I mean, their whole team's clicking on all cylinders. The three-headed snake of pitchers. They're all snapping right now. You got Pete coming back in the lineup hitting fucking shots. The Phillies can't win a fucking game. Well, we won 17-3 last night. Holy shit! But
after fucking 11 to whatever.
Yeah, we were struggling. I mean, the Braves, they're not that healthy. Acuna's doing all he can. I feel like he scores fucking 80% of their runs. Yeah. The Marlins are the Marlins, and the Nats are struggling as well. Like I can see the Mets just running away with this shit, bro. Very, very soon. After the All-Star break, we'll see what happens. Maybe they come back down to earth, but it's looking like it's the Mets world, and we're just living in it right now.
Yeah, you say running away with it. Oh, sorry, Alex.
Go ahead.
I gotta ask, LA guy, like I'm saying, huge Angels fan. Gotta represent the Dodgers though. They still your favorites to win it all, or?
I mean,
the Dodgers.
I am.
Yeah, are you still a little like?
So I mean,
they're not even the second best team in the division, right? It's Giants, Padres, then the Dodgers, right?
Win wise.
So the past couple years, what it's been maybe. I think this is the second year or the third year that these predictions have been Yankees, Dodgers, Yankees, Dodgers, Yankees, Dodgers. And I keep trying to convince myself that that's actually going to happen and that the Yankees can either battle their way through the DS and somehow make it through the CS or vice versa, get to the CS and then blow it again.
Got to be able to beat the fucking Rays or something, dude.
So
even the Blue Jays can't fuck with any of them.
Relax. So
just going off what I've seen, bro. Just going off what I've seen.
Because I remember, I forget what instance this was or why when they did the I think it was 2 falls ago. It was a Sunday night baseball game in LA, and they were wearing the all black jerseys. What the hell was that called? The players.
Oh, it was the Players Weekend.
Yeah, and they had the nickname on. And I remember
they were mic'd up and shit.
Yeah, and they opened up the game, and it was like I forgot who was on the call, but opened up the game like our World Series preview. So I keep looking back on that, and I'm like, I don't think you can still change my mind on it being, Yankees and Dodgers, regardless. Like I think that's where my head's gonna be.
The only thing I'll say that the Yankees and the Dodgers have in their favor, of all the teams that are really snapping right now, especially in their division, I could be wrong. Someone correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think any teams that are really at the top right now have as much big playoff game experience than the Dodgers and the Yankees. So when it comes down to it, when we get to August, September, late in the stretch, you got to really start grinding these games out. I could see them really turn that shit up. And you'll see the prowess of being there before really turn up. But right now, bro, both them teams, they got some shit to work on.
Yeah, well, because the Yankees lost
what the
5
fuck
in a row.
That? The Giants, 34-20, 35-20? Snapping.
Yeah, right now.
Padres are like a game behind them. I mean, you got the Rays and the Blue Jays going
Padres
crazy.
Are half a game back, not even a whole game.
Yeah.
God damn. But
yeah, Manny, to your point, the American League leaders besides the Rays or the White Sox and the Athletics, 2 teams who haven't seen the playoffs.
Hey, my regular season predictions were I said the A's and the White Sox. I believe that.
Yeah, but we also shit on the fucking Red Sox, so we're completely wrong on that.
We shit on the Red Sox and we shit on the
We
Rays.
shit on the
also.
Red Sox. We did. This is when we were.
I remember we grazed over the Rays, and I was like, they fucking suck. Don't even talk.
Yeah, I mean, we did a baseball preview show. This is before we even were sitting in here. We got these lights under here, whatever, and we did it. We were still on Zoom. We did a baseball thing, and we were just like, all right, the Red Sox, like, not it. Like, just put them in the bottom of the cellar. And then
the Rays were like getting the fuck
Rays
out of
were like, they just dumped everybody. Let's just let's put them out. And then Rays win like 10 or 11 in a row.
Right.
And then Yankees go on a 5-game skid and finally get a win last night. But I'm like, dude, this is just crazy. Like,
this end of the
can't
season
predict
is gonna
this
be,
shit, man.
This is gonna be a crazy season, bro. Because there's a lot of teams in the mix. Like even the NL Central, like they're kind of just like the NL East, but everyone's very consistently mediocre. But I feel like divisions like that, like the NL East, NL Central, down the stretch, those are like the races that get really weird.
yeah. Well, let me go back to this. So Citizens Bank is opening to full capacity this Friday in their series against the Washington Nationals. And it got moved up. It was supposed to start the following weekend, next weekend. But what's so crazy about this whole thing is, like, I was going to be there for the first games that were full capacity. Now it gets pushed up, whatever. But your first, like, two big time series, you get the Nationals at home, full capacity. Then you get Yankees Saturday, Sunday, 4:05, 1:05, full capacity. You know that shit's fucking a sellout. Like, I'm so excited to just be in an actual stadium that's full capacity. Watching these playoffs with the MSG going off, knowing that their team's back in the fucking playoffs in 8 years, and just hearing that excitement and that, you know, that atmosphere. I want to be there for a fucking full capacity game, regardless that it's going to be in Philly. But you know what I mean.
I really want to back on the DeGrom tip. I really want to see him in the playoffs. Mets versus Dodgers, and him just going head to head with that lineup, bro. That shit would be very, very, very fun to watch. Because I if there's any lineup that can maybe get to him, Padres, Dodgers, a healthy.
Well, we'll see. The Mets play both those teams coming up. We're on our West Coast trip, so they should be. Let me pull it up for you. The Mets are,
because that's something I'm gonna really pay attention to.
Yeah,
that's something I'm really pay attention to.
Tomorrow they start their stint with the Padres.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. Any primetime games?
I lied to you about the Dodgers. They finished with the Padres.
Nah, that Padres
primetime
is fun
games.
to watch.
No, unfortunately not.
Fucking cocksuckers.
They are all at 10 o'clock.
That's gonna be a series to watch, man.
Zach's over here.
If DeGrom's pitching, those at bats with DeGrom and Tatis are gonna be much watch TV, bro. Literally much watch TV, because they're both two fuckers that are just on top of the world right now, man. But like, hats off to DeGrom, because he's been doing this shit, like, not on this level, but he's been doing this shit for years. He's been doing this shit for the last 4 or 5 years easily, and he's been getting the recognition he deserves. But to your point, Christian, that the wins don't really matter. But I feel like that's just the one thing people were always like, well, he doesn't. Like, shut the fuck up. This dude is great. Like, he's been doing this at a consistent level.
Well, I just like want to bring this up because this is an argument that has been stated for guys like Aaron Nola and guys like Zach Wheeler. Like, if those guys won different teams on teams that could help them actually win when they pitch, they'd be all over the goddamn news.
Right.
Like, just because, you know, you're 9-0 or you're 10-1 to finish the season,
right,
and with an ERA of just over 1.5 or something
right,
like that. So that's like, they don't get that recognition because you're on a team that you're 4-2 in 8 starts because your team can't hit down the stretch when you do your work.
Does DeGrom finish with a sub-2 ERA this year?
Guaranteed.
No, dude. What I was gonna add is I'm looking for a sub 1.12 ERA.
I know.
Pass Bob
Yep,
Gibson.
I don't know.
Yep, I read that too.
I don't know.
I don't know either, but like, imagine, boys. Imagine.
I think if he finishes sub 1.75, even sub 2, it's like, holy fuck. Like, when's the last time you seen a sub 2 ERA for a full season? It's got to be a while, bro. It's got to be a while.
I couldn't bring it up.
It's got to be a while. So
the way hitting is this year, though, I wouldn't put it past him. I really think there's a good shot. I mean, this is the least amount of average runs since, God, what, 1999?
Yeah.
Christian's our man for that. But I mean, I actually see it being possible. I see him finishing with like a 1-2.
There have been a lot of pitchers to do a sub 1. Just for naming people: Koufax, Dean Chance, Louis Tiant, Maddox.
Wait, sub 1 for a season?
Sorry, sub 2.
I was about to fucking.
He was gonna be like, it's not that hard.
Yeah, we could do that. Yeah.
Bro, since Since you didn't accept my Knicks Hawks wager,
all right. Well, we'll touch on this before we wrap it up.
Can we put an over under in on Jacob DeGrom's finishing ERA? Can we over under 1.75 and a half?
Okay, let's lock this in now.
You take the under. I'll take the over.
Can I also take the under too? Because
I'll bet both you fuckers. I like free donations.
All right, so let's make this official here. We'll clip this out. You want 1.75 ERA
and a half. So 1.75.5 ERA for DeGrom at the. I'm writing this down as I'm saying this. 1.75 and a half ERA for DeGrom at the end of the season. I have the under. Christian has the under, and Manny's gonna have the over. We'll figure out what we're gonna do for this.
Maybe my money, bitch.
Maybe we get our fans involved and shit too. Maybe raise the stakes a little bit.
Yeah.
Manny, what do you think it's gonna be?
I got him. Anywhere between 2-1 and 1-8.
Oh my god!
So way over 2.
Get out of here!
I think he's gonna finish over 2. He's gonna finish over 2.
You think it's over 2?
He has a lot of Listen, there's some dogs he's got to face, man.
But you don't think there's going to be a 1 in there. You think it's going to be 2.
He's not even giving me a 1-8. He's giving me like a 2.
I'm gonna say if it's a 1, it's no better than a 1-8. That's hard to sustain. How many starts does he have left in the season?
I know what you're saying. Like I mean,
someone's gonna put up a 5 spot.
Well, someone's also got to fucking take the over here, and then but I'm a big over guy, but
that, though.
We'll go with the under here.
Someone's got to put up a 5 spot, a 4 spot on him. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen.
On my downfall. I'll remember that one, Manny.
Tatis hits a home run once for the entire season against him.
Hey man, I'm just
boo-hoo. He'll be a 0.8 now.
It's really hard to sustain. I can't It's hard for me to bet on someone to sustain an all-time ERA and we're not even halfway through the season yet.